Hey everyone, Andy Cruz here in Business Development.
And Will Flores with Mortgage Heroes.
So you notice right away we're in our Christian's Big Heart gear because it is race week this week.
That's right. Almost feels like it's that Christian's Big Heart month.
Yeah, it's all, yeah. The months leading up, it's Christian's Big Heart.
We're making our own month now. You know what I mean? It's
Christian's Big Heart month.
Yeah, you know what I mean. October's pink, right? For
breast cancer awareness.
Breast cancer awareness. So we'll make it Christian's month. September.
So those of you who have not yet learned about christiansbigheart.org or registered and signed up, you can do that by clicking on a link below to learn more about Tanya and William's son, Christian, and why we do this cause.
Yeah, you know. Again, we want to create that awareness out there and tell people the importance of sudden cardiac arrest, which still remains the number one cause of death in the nation.
Yeah, and student athletes, it's the number one cause above everything else.
It's unfortunate, you know, it's unfortunate, but apologize that we have to tap into that, but I wouldn't feel like I'd be doing, you know, my job if I didn't make you guys aware. Yep. I do consider you family, so, you know, but that's where we're at. So register August 28th.
Yep, through September 2nd, Christian's
That's
birthday.
Right. That's the run. It starts then. And then we also doing the free heart screening.
Yes,
Andy?
That's coming up on Sunday at Rancho Del Rey Middle School, where every year where the race proceeds go to EP Save a Life.
That way we continue to provide these screenings for free.
To do free heart screenings.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, hey, enough of that. We already have a bunch of support, which is thank you to all our sponsors. All of you have been contributing and donating. We truly appreciate that. But we want to give you some great information that we've been seeing come up more frequent right now. Okay, Andy? And so one of the things was I was actually sitting with one of my realtor partners who was one of his clients is looking to put his house on the market. But he's actually retiring from the military and is looking, hey, do I sell my house now or do I sell it when I leave the military in July?
Okay.
You know, and here's the thing, Andy, market is changing so quickly. Yeah. Would you agree?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Even to a bystander watching the market, it's changing fast. Yeah.
You know, so it's changing so quickly, 6 months, 8 months, let alone it's difficult to even predict what's going to happen next month.
Yeah.
You
Absolutely.
know?
Right now, especially.
Yeah. Especially with the Fed meeting Friday.
Yeah, the Jackson Hole Symposium is going on this week. They have their next rate announcement coming up in September. And all that in the previous meetings this year have already shifted massively through the industry.
And if you want to know more about all those stats, he is the man. DM Andy, okay? This guy knows who's going to meet, what they're going to talk about. It's just amazing, all the wealth of knowledge that Andy has, okay? So moving on, my suggestion, Andy, was, hey, if we only had a crystal ball, right? If we had all of us had a crystal ball, we probably wouldn't be in the position we're in right now, right?
Sure. Yeah.
I'd bet on the stock that you did, Tesla, many years ago, right? So it'd be like stuff like that. But in this case, if we only had a crystal ball, if we already know and you're looking to sell your home and you already know what's going to help you net and you know you're going to net that much now,
right?
My best advice would be go ahead and put the house on the market.
Yeah.
Put that on the market. Interest rates are going to go, they're going to rise.
Yeah.
The Fed already announced that by 0.75%.
Yeah.
Let's say maybe they'll go for 0.5%. We'll see. inflation is still at its highest ever. Mm-hmm. So the only way to control inflation, if you agree, Andy, is to increase the rates.
Yeah, that's really only the way they're going to tamp down the demand, and that's already happening. So the mechanical function of what's happening in the market, I think, is putting a lot of pressure on people on the personal side of things. Yeah. And that's the kind of questioning that's coming up that Memo's talking about, is the frequency for which people are asking, what should I do, is happening a lot right now.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, hey, what's happening everywhere. It's what's happening right now to me. What should I do? And I think that's my takeaway from what we were talking about or coming into this today is the personalization of the circumstances.
Yes.
The market doesn't always care about what's going on in your life. And they're not going to wait around for you to retire.
It doesn't discriminate.
It doesn't. and that also applies to people who are looking to get married this year, or unfortunately people whose marriages are ending this year. An unexpected death of a spouse or a family member that causes you to have to sell a house.
Absolutely.
So the market doesn't care about anyone of that.
Exactly.
However, what we're seeing a lot of is people asking us, hey, my situation is this.
Yeah.
I think that's the function of two things. Number one, us saying to you, come and tell us what your situation is so we can help advise you on what to do.
That's
and
right.
then people following through with that.
Absolutely. Exactly. So again, if you already know you're already going to net what you want to net, now is the time.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing that happens, it kind of gets a little uncomfortable because then you have to go do a short-term rental.
Yeah, you're gonna have to have somewhere to live, but it's kind of like you're gonna make one decision or the other. The outcome and the consequence is one of the two things. You're either gonna wait and sell it whatever the value is in the future, or and then have a place to live until then, or sell now, take everything you can, and then figure out the living situation until you retire and separate.
And here's the beauty of it. In some situations, we acquire so much debt, credit cards, car debt, stuff like that, that we're paying such high interest rates. And remember, when the Fed funds rates increases their the rate, what happens to our credit cards?
For all the adjustable rates, those all go up too.
That's credit card and everything.
Prime Plus.
And if you're looking to buy that new car, guess what?
That's going
paying
too.
for it. There you go.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with that, Andy. I think the best thing to do is it's obviously in a case-by-case basis. In this situation, since we work with a lot of military and they're getting PCS orders to different states, or they're just thinking of retiring into a different state.
Yeah.
Don't leave California, please.
Yeah.
You know, because then we're going to pay you the time. No.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things, right, Andy? And so the best thing to do is, you know, if you already getting more than what you think you're going to net, thank goodness that California, we've been seeing a high appreciation level. I say just start meeting your goal now.
That's a really key point, because even though everyone's situation is different, I would say there's one common denominator, which is there's a decision to be made.
That's right.
Even if the decision is I'm going to wait, your choice has been made, and then you know, okay, this is what I'm going to be doing and expecting. And if your decision is I'm going to sell right now, then you know what that means too.
Exactly. And I mean, a lot of times we don't know what that decision or that choice is when you're not surrounded by the right people or getting that right information. You know, so we're here to provide that information. We're here to provide that guidance, get you into that financial stability where you want to be, especially if you're retiring.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just pay off all that debt. Now I can qualify much easier for that new home purchase wherever I do land.
And people look at their financial situation much differently when they're retiring. It completely changes because you're not looking at your finances and your budget the same way you were when you're every single month bringing that same paycheck from your job, or you have an increasing wages in certain industries. So,
and we already know when you're retiring with the military too, it kind of takes a little bit. Get that disability rating, get that, you know, everything takes time. It takes time. So
that's good. That's real good.
You know, and I think the most difficult part of everything is the worriness of, well, if I get a short-term rental, is it still going to be, if I have kids, are they still going to go to the same school where they're at? You know, when it's temporarily, absolutely, they're there. I don't think they're going to drag the kids out. It's just going to be a little more uncomfortable for certain people if they live closer to their school.
It just might mean that the commute,
a little commute. It's just a little. It's just you got to get out sometimes to get the best rewards. In life, you have to get a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. And I'd say, I know for sure in the district we're here down in Chula Vista, you're doing your address verification at the beginning of the year. So if your situation changes, your address verification's already been completed.
Yes.
I don't know how every other district does that, but I guess it's pretty similar throughout the county.
You know, hey, don't hold us to that because we don't know.
I'm pretty sure. But it's also something you can ask. That's part of looking at all the outcomes and deciding, okay, should I or shouldn't I do this now?
That's correct. Yeah. So here it is in a nutshell, guys, this is what we're seeing in the market. This is the questions that we're getting. This is not just a story that I'm telling right now because it's a one time. It's becoming more frequent. So we want to make sure that if you're in there and we're listening to this information, we want to give it back to you. We want to make you feel comfortable that all you have to do, it doesn't cost you a penny, but it can cost you thousands for not asking that question.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, so the whole goal is let's point you in the right direction. Let's help you achieve that goal of where you want to be.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why you have Andy. Y'all guys already know. Mortgage Minute, Monday Mortgage Minute. This guy is phenomenal. The reason why I don't do that because he's the expert in that. This guy knows his stuff. I'm more hands-on. I see the money, the finance. I see all of that. Yeah. So I can help you make a better decision with that. Right. Okay? Andy, once again, I can't thank you enough for everything that you do. Not only for Mortgage Heroes, but how passionate you are to give back to, you know, our clients and our family. So thank you for that.
Knowledge. So thank you for bringing a good topic today. Thank you guys for all watching and tuning in. Every single week we're dropping a new video. Make sure you subscribe. You can like this video, subscribe, share it with someone who needs to hear this message, who maybe you know already they have a decision to make coming up soon. And we'll come back next week with another great topic and help you guys win in real estate and mortgage in 2022.
That's it. And whatever else you guys need, please, you guys need shirts, t-shirts, you guys need some swag, let us know.
That's right.
We'd be more than happy to send it to you.
Yep.
Okay? Just DM us, and then we'll be there for you guys. We love you from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah.
Morgan Chiros, we're out.